So your pool's green, you've put a load of chlorine in it, and yet it's still green. Why is this? Well, that's a question we get asked quite a lot when people come in the shop, and today on 2 Minute Tuesday I'm going to do my best to answer it in under 2 minutes. So let's just jump into it, shall we? 2 Minute Tuesday, let's see if we can not rabbit on forever. So a really common issue that we get is green pools, and what we hear time and time again is my pool's green, I've chucked loads of chlorine in it, it's still green, why? Well, it's normally a couple of key things that people have just overlooked or don't know to look at. But the thing I find the most is that people don't give enough emphasis on pH. Your pH is really important. So we recognise between 7.2 and 7.6 as a nice window for the pH. Outside of that, your chlorine efficiency drops off quite quickly actually as you get further away. So what happens is, if you haven't altered your pH, the chlorine just isn't going to work properly. So yeah, you can chuck loads of it in, and what could be happening is that the efficiency is so poor that the green is breeding faster than the chlorine's killing it off. So yeah, you're just chucking money away. So pH is probably the number one thing to check, and you should always really check your pH and your water balance before you put chlorine in anyway. Other things that we find that people have got problems with is either the circulation pump's not priming properly, or that the system isn't pushing the right amount of water through. So that's normally because they haven't done a backwash. However, we normally find that people backwash their filters way too often and end up then resulting using quite a lot of water and needing to permanently top the pool up. But what could be is, when you've started up your pool and you've got all this green, you will find that your filter fills up quite a bit quicker. Now over here in Jersey and in the UK, most people use media filters. I understand in the States quite a lot of people use cartridge filters and paper filters or DE filters, but over here we find that the media filters with sand or recycled glass or AFM, they seem to work a lot better over here. However, all filters will act the same on this. So if you find that your filter pressure has gone up, you could be ready to clean your filters or do a backwash. So another thing that people maybe don't do is they don't get all the biomass out of the pool first. So what I mean by that is that they don't go fishing. They don't go get the net in and take all the leaves out of the bottom and all the ground and anything else and twigs and whatever else is down the bottom of that kind of murky mess that they're trying to sort out. So if you can see the bottom and it's only got a little bit of green, happy days. But quite often when people are starting their pools up for the start of the season, they're really dark green or really dark kind of browny green or even black. Now that's going to take quite a lot of chemical to get correct if you're starting at 0, and by 0 I mean 1 part per million, because then you have registered some chemicals. So it's very difficult to know how much chlorine to put in if you're going to have a lot of biomass that's going to eat up all that chlorine. So you want to make sure that you net all your biomass and all your leaves and take as much out of the pool as you can, and you want to check your pH before you do any chemicals as far as sanitization, because otherwise you're going to be wasting your money. So I don't know how I'm doing for time, but I'm sure I've rabbited on for long enough. That's the top reasons that we found that people are struggling to get their pool from green to clear. So hopefully this video has helped you. If you find that it's helped you, give it a thumbs up. That really does help. Obviously, if you want to see more of information like this and follow the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you've got any other things that you'd like to know, or if you've got any comments of what I've said today, drop that down below in the comment section, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys.